Hey everyone. Oh, let me fix my camera. Hello. And let me get my photo. Bruh, stand. There we go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm filming this in the same hoodie as the last one because I am literally filming this right after. I have to edit 2 videos and get one posted by today, so I'm just trying to really get stuff done. And so that's why I'm filming 2 videos back to back to back to you. I don't want to go back to her. Actually, I know what shirt I want to film this in, but I'm too lazy to go get it. So this is just how this is going to go. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the life of a showgirl and everything that's happened around it. I have 5 points I want to point out in this. Themes versus tracks, the tracks itself, the songwriting, the record itself, and the release. And so that's where I'm going to go with this. So, yeah. This video might be a little messy, but one of my videos not messy at this point. You know, I'm a beginner. Let me learn. So the theme versus the track. So from the moment Taylor started promoting this album, it was promoted to be really showgirl. Like, if you think about it, like Marilyn Monroe type energy. She's posing in all these feathers and these lights and these diamonds and on stages. She has her crown. Like, the crowd is your king. Vanilla perfume and sweat, like what the vinyls are called. And so we're expecting like show tunes in a way. And when we look at the track list, there are some things that are definitely questionable. The standout tracks that I feel like that resemble Showgirl the most is we have the Fate of Ophelia, which in a way, if you think about it, it's original Showgirl. Elizabeth Taylor, OG Showgirl. Opalite is a really dancey song. Like, I feel like that fits the vibe very well. Father figure, you take someone under your wing and then you get betrayed. It happens to a lot of showgirls. Actually romantic. Someone comes at you and you can only ignore it for so long. Wood, I feel like Wood is a fairly showgirl tune, like just the way it sounds, so I'm gonna let that one pass. Honey, dating as a showgirl, the life of a showgirl itself, I feel like fits it very well. Cancelled, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. And Wishlist, I feel like Wishlist fits after, like, the afterlife of a showgirl, like what you want at the end of your career. So I feel like Wishlist, Wood, and The Fate of Ophelia are really maybes. Everything else is a standout. I feel like that fits on the album pretty well. And I feel like we could really do without Ruin the Friendship and Eldest Daughter. The eldest daughter, I feel like that doesn't really correlate to be... Well, okay, so I'm speaking very lightly on this because I'm not the eldest daughter. I'm actually the middle son. So maybe I'm just missing something, but I don't know. I see everyone pointing out too, like, Eldest Daughter really is like her weakest track 5. And from the lyrics not making sense to having a weird meaning on this album, I feel like Eldest Daughter really could have served better as, like, maybe, like, if she wanted just to play it off, like, a debut, like, a vault track in a way. And also Ruin the Friendship. I'd have no problem. I'm not one of those people who hates on Taylor for talking about high school at her age. Like, it's her life. She can write about whatever she wants. I feel like just Ruin the Friendship really has no fit on the life of a showgirl. You could excuse it to be, like, early showgirl, but, like the early life of a showgirl, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I just woke up, and I'm thinking about it now, and I'm watching this, and something just clicked in my head, where it's like, I kind of understand why Taylor put Ruin the Friendship on this album. Like, Ruin the Friendship is, like, a love letter to, like, her first love right before she gets married, and The Life of a Showgirl will probably be the album before Taylor gets married. Like, I don't think we'll get a new album between this time period. So, I get why she released it, like, right now. Like, I understand why she released it at this current time and put it on this album, because, like, it's before she gets married and, like, how I just explained it. But I don't know. I feel like she could have maybe released it as a standalone single and it would have, like, shook waves in a way for Ruin the Friendship to still be released. But I don't know. Like I said, it's her life. She can do whatever she wants. Those 2 songs really don't have a spot on the album. So I feel like if we took those 2 songs, yeah, I feel like this really could have been a good, like, 10-track album, and everything would have been okay. Like, I feel like 10 to 12 tracks is a pretty good amount for an album. I feel like 12 should be the minimum. I see where she was wanting to go with this, an easy 12-track album, and both the songs are still really good. I don't really listen to Eldest Daughter, but Ruin the Friendship, I have a soft spot in my heart from it. If we needed a new track 5, if we removed Eldest Daughter, Ruin the Friendship should have been track 5, but if we needed a new track 5, I feel like Father Figure would have been a good track 5. Like, I feel like either Father Figure or Wishlist, if she wanted something really sentimental, that would have been a good track 5. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the tracks. We're going to start with actually Romantic. I forgot to quickly put this in there. All this is alleged. All of this is rumors. Allegedly, rumors. Like, none of this has been confirmed, and none of this is so far true. Like, we have nothing to confirm, so nothing is true. Don't at me. Do not come for my neck. Which Actually Romantic is rumored to be about Charlie XCX. And we're going to talk about how this started. So when Charlie released her album Brat, she had a song called Sympathy as a Knife, and it was pointing out how basically one girl makes her feel insecure. And I'm going to review some of the lyrics from it. So it says, I don't want to share the space. I don't want to force a smile. This one girl tests my insecurities. Don't know if it's real or if I'm spiraling. I am embarrassed to have it, but need the sympathy because I couldn't even be here if I tried. I'm opposite, I'm on the other side. I feel all these feelings I can't control. All the sympathy is just a knife. Why I want to volatilate at war with my dialogue. I'd say there was a God if they could stop this. Don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show. Fingers crossed behind my back. I hope they break up quick. And in this song, we really see Charlie just talk about how this one girl, rumored to be Taylor Swift, allegedly, this is all alleged, by the way, before anything happens. These are rumors, alleged, nothing has been confirmed publicly. Charlie said there's no diss tracks on Brat. But yeah, she just talks about how she doesn't want to, I feel, and we also see this in Halsey's interview she did with Apple Music, where Taylor really has set a high standard for how a female artist, like, should perform. They think labels and executives all think female artists should perform like this, and if they aren't doing this, they're failures. And Charlie's like, I don't want to share this place. I don't want to be on the same level as her. I don't want to have to force myself that I like her. She taps my insecurities, and she doesn't know if Taylor is like purposely tapping her insecurities or if she's just making things up. She's embarrassed to say it, but she needs the sympathy. She wants people to be like, you don't have to be like her. You should, like, you know, you're your own person. But she also doesn't want all this sympathy is a knife. She wants the sympathy, but it is just a knife because it's just reminders that she'll never be like this person. She can't be her if she even tried. She's opposite. She's on the other side. Taylor makes pop music. Charlie makes electronic music. It's not the same thing, but they're still being compared. She has all these feelings, and it makes her have dark thoughts. And she's at war with her dialogue because if she speaks out about her feelings, she'll get hate for it. And she wants to have her own space. From that time, Charlie's married to a member of the 1975, and Taylor was dating Maddie Healy for a minute, you know, just a quick rebound thing. And she was like, no, like, this girl makes me feel insecure. I don't want to see her at my boyfriend's show. I want to have my own space. I don't want to have to see her all the time. Like, I hope they break up. And so, you know, it's just a song about being compared and feeling insecure about it and not knowing if your feelings are valid or not and just wanting your own space. And there was shady moments for this. There's like some likes and unlikes. You can really go search it if you care that much. And the bloody hand in one of her photo shoots with a friendship bracelet on it. And now we have Actually Romantic, where Actually Romantic is, you spend all this time on me, and it's kind of hot. Like, you're getting me off. I heard you call me boring Barbie when you're out feeling brave. High-five my ex, and then I'm not going to read the actual lyric because I'll get taken down, but you know what the lyric is. High-fived my ex, and then you said you're glad he ghosted me. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face. But it's actually sweet. All the time you spent on me. It's honestly wild. All the effort you put in. It's actually romantic. No man has ever loved me like you do. Hadn't thought of you in a long time, but you keep sending me funny valentines. And I know you think it comes off vicious, but it's precious, adorable. Like a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse. How many times has your boyfriend said, why are we always talking about her? You think I'm tacky, baby. Stop talking dirty to me. It sounded nasty, but it feels like you're flirting with me. I mind my business. God's my witness that I don't provoke it. It's kind of making me wet. And so this song really is just a straight clap back. She's saying, like, you call me boring Barbie. You wanted my ex to break up with me, and you high-fived him when he did, and you're glad, like, we're over. And then you write me this song saying it makes you sick to see my face. And I hadn't thought of you in a long time. You know, I haven't thought of you since 2017 when you opened for me on my tour. And also since 1989 when I let you perform with me on my tour. But you keep sending me funny valentines. You know, you write the song about me. You like these posts. You take these photos with bloody hands with friendship bracelets on them. And I know you think it comes off vicious. Like, I know you think you're throwing punches. But it's precious, adorable. It's like a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse, you know? It's just like, you think it's punches, but it's like little flicks. It's like little, like, cries. Like, it's nothing to me. How many times has your boyfriend said, why are we always talking about her? Like, why am I always on your mind? Why am I always living rent-free in your head? You think I'm tacky, you think I'm tacky, you say all these nasty things about me, but it's actually lovely. Like, it's actually, like, it's really romantic. Like, the fact that I'm always on your mind and you're always thinking about me, like, it's love. Like, oh my God, it's so hot. And so, the way I see the song, I think, okay, so I want to, allegedly, this is about Charlie XCX, I want to say that the first verse is a direct shot at Charlie. Like, from the lyrics to high five my ex and said you're glad he ghosted me. Like, I believe that part is purely about Charlie, and the rest of the song is about other people. Like, hadn't thought of you in a long time, but she keeps sending me funny valentines. Like, a bunch of people from her past always do that. And then the verse is like, you think I'm tacky. I feel like it's rumored to, like, the haters. So the first verse I want to say is about Charlie. The second verse is about other people, and the bridge is about haters being like, you say I'm tacky, stop talking dirty to me. And yeah, so the backlash is that Taylor wrote such a hateful song when Charlie was just talking about her insecurities, and I do see that. I do feel that. I feel like Charlie really was just, I feel like if we're just talking about the song, it really was just Charlie expressing how she feels. But when you go farther, and like the bloody hand with the friendship bracelet on it, and the shady likes and whatever, I feel like once you do that, you're crossing a boundary. And whether the bloody hand bracelet, whether it was about her, that's all alleged. This is all alleged. I feel like once you cross something like that, you are valid to speak out. And also, no one can tell you how you can and can't react. If Taylor really felt like she was done wrong and she wants to express her feelings, that's completely fine, whether it's morally good or not. Everyone's allowed to feel what they feel at the end of the day, and if Taylor wants to write a song about her life and her feelings, she can. If Charlie wants to write a song about her life and her feelings, she's allowed to. At the end of the day, it's just basically Stan Twitter going against each other. Other notable tracks that stand out on this record is Ruin the Friendship, where Taylor writes one last love song to her first love right before she gets married. People found it weird because she's writing about her dead friend being like, I should have kissed you, maybe we should have done more. I feel like the song it is what it is, you know. She's like, it's just thinking about like the what ifs, what could have happened, what would have happened if I would have kissed you, and now we'll never know because you're gone. And it's just really reflecting on your life. And this song did encourage me to like confess my feelings to someone, because I kept them hidden, and I was like, but you know what, like, what could happen? What is this person gonna say? What is this person gonna do? How are things gonna end up? And that's why she's like, and my advice is always ruin the friendship, better live than to regret it for all time. And my advice is always answer the question, better than to ask it all your life. Another one is Canceled. People think Canceled is about Blake Lively, and I have done no digging on that song whatsoever. It's just Taylor talking about how she likes her friends canceled, because if you've watched the movie, she always gets, when people get canceled, she's always the first call because she's dealt with this for so long. And she's just like, I'm friends with all these people, and I like my friends canceled, you know, because everyone is canceled at this point. And I feel like there's nothing more than that, other than the song maybe being a little cringy. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, those are just 3 songs I wanted to talk about real quick. Now we're gonna talk about the songwriting. People claim that this is Taylor's weakest songwriting album by far. And I just want to say, I just thought of this. I wish I said it in the video. People were there for Say It Once Again, revealing how the death rattled breathing silence as the soul was leaving. The deflation of our dreaming left me bereft and reeling. My beloved ghosted me, sitting in a tree, DYING. Or they were silent on. It was momentary, it was legendary, it was unnecessary, should have let it stay buried, or what a valiant war would have blamed goodbye. The coward claimed he was a lion. I'm combing through the bridge of lies, I'll never leave, never mind, I feel the dreams engulfed in fire. Your arsons match your somber eyes, but also see it until I die, you're the loss of my life. But we're silent on your thoughtless submission, sparked the ignition on foolish decisions, which led to misguided visions. That to fulfill your dreams, you had to get rid of me. Crickets. Y'all sleep on father figure, honestly, like, it's crazy. And some lyrics that people had a problem with, I have quite a bit here, are Elizabeth Taylor doesn't feel so glamorous to be me, where people got mad because she was like complaining about her life even though she has it good, but she's getting hate for saying it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me, so y'all are proving her point. In Father Figure, I can make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger. Again, people just hate on Taylor for talking about how she's a man, when she literally has a whole song being like, if I was a man, I'd be the man. All of Eldest Daughter really got hit hard. Everybody's so punk on the internet. Everybody's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling with means. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire. The Swiftologist did a video on this, where basically he talks about how like Eldest Daughter really isn't the best in songwriting, and comparatively to a track 5, I felt like this song wouldn't maybe have gotten so much hate if it was just its own track. Like if it, by own track I mean like if it wasn't track 5. And I have no comments on it because even though I did talk about it a little bit, I really can't analyze it because I'm not the eldest daughter, and I'm the middle son, actually. And I saw a TikTok where someone was explaining, like, every lyric on it, and I don't know. But yeah, that's what that got hate for. Actually, Romantic, that whole song got hit. Wish list, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you, we tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Wow, got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop. People had problem with have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. She's literally, people were trying to make this one a bigger deal than what it actually is, where she's like, she wants to live in a white neighborhood and have all these white babies and whatever, but she's literally just saying, got the whole block, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. She wants her kids to look like her man. Like, I don't know why people are getting mad about that. Wood, where Penny's unlucky, I took him back and then stepped on a crack, and then the black hat laughed, and baby almond, I've been a little superstitious. She talks about superstitions in this video. It's really in the song title, like, knock on wood. People try to compare this to Conan Gray in his song where it's like, there's black cats, broke glass, and cracks in the pavement, from his song 1111. And I only saw like a few posts about this. It wasn't really the biggest thing, but people just need to stop comparing people. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. He hypnotized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree and ain't hard to see. His love was the key that would open my thighs. People hated on Travis for this because people were like, oh, like, Travis is the worst muse ever. Like, she's literally just let her write her songs about how she has a big dick boyfriend and she rides a horse every day. Like, leave her alone. Maybe it is a bit much, but that's just the life of a showgirl, babe. The curse on me was broken by your magic wand. And now we have canceled, where it's like, did you girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch having far too much fun? Come with me and they'll see us, they'll run. Good thing I liked my friends canceled. I liked him cloaked in Gucci and a scandal. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight. I will admit those lyrics are a bit cringe, but they grew on me after a while. I kind of like them now, but at the moment first I was like, that's a bit much, Taylor. And Honey, okay, so we're gonna get to that one in a minute. And The Life of a Showgirl, she said her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. People just made fun of her for that or something. And now there is this is where I'm kind of with the people. Taylor's use of the word bitch and Honey, and the bitch was telling me to back off. And then in The Life of a Showgirl, and all the headshots on the wall of the dance hall are of the bitches who I'd wish I hurry up and die, but I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't even if I tried. I do remember when Ginny and Georgia made that joke, was like, you go through men faster than Taylor Swift, and then Taylor was like, this underlying sexist joke, like, it's overused, like, Netflix. This was right after Miss Americana. And I feel like Taylor being a feminist and everything, I don't know why we're still using the word bitch, especially for her to use it. I feel like it is very weird. Especially when you think about the clean version, where it's like, where she's like, and the chick was telling me to back off, and all the headshots on the walls are of the dance hall or of the witches. So she has other lyrics. I don't know why she's still calling people bitches, especially for what she stands for, but I don't know, it does make me a little bit uncomfortable in a way. And now the record itself. People call this Taylor's worst album, and it's one of her weaker pop albums. From the songwritings to the vocals to the production. I will admit, when I heard the album first, I did feel like the production, and some of the songs I feel like there's a little bit of a weaker production, especially when you have her team. Like Max Martin and Johann Schobach. This was also like rumored to be a return to like 1989, and the production has grown on me, but it did feel like that at first. It really reminded me of Meghan Trainor. No offense to Meghan Trainor. Meghan Trainor has mastered the art of making like basic pop music with like I saw this video where it's like, it's amazing. Like, Meghan Trainor found out how to remake the same song for like the 400th time. She mastered her craft, so like, good for her. And then also, I feel like her vocals are a little weaker. I feel like there's not a lot of vocal standouts. And while I can admit Taylor isn't the strongest vocalist, she does have something there. And it may be the fact that this was recorded on the European leg of the Eras Tour. So when you think about how the Eras Tour happened, she released Midnights, then started her tour. While touring in North America, she made the Tortured Poets Department. And then while still also performing shows in Europe, she made The Life of a Showgirl. And so I feel like, she even said in interviews that she's tired. She could barely lift her arms up in the studio. And I feel like that may be why this album feels a little bit weaker. It was, if you listen to the voice memos that she released, when she's like writing the song, it's what we have today. So like, I remember I saw comments being like, was a one-take album. And maybe that is true in a way. I don't know, I feel like I feel like The Life of a Showgirl is a sign that Taylor does need a long break. Like, I feel like she should take all of 2026 off, in my opinion. Now for the release. There was release, before even this album released, Taylor and her vinyl variants. There's a point where being a vinyl variant crosses the line. So I will start this off by saying, people can get mad about all the variants they want. Taylor is not telling you to buy them. She's not telling you to get your wallet out and buy them. She does kind of use FOMO in a way where she's putting timers on everything. Like, it makes people feel the need to go and buy them so quickly. And there was 8 vinyl variants, 13 CDs, and 6 digital variants. Well, I guess now you could say there's 11 vinyl variants. And also, when she has these ongoing rumors of trying to block people and cover people's record, but at the end of the day, it's just her diehard fans being like, oh, like, I wanted every vinyl copy, and that's purely okay to do. Her strategy works. there's not much I can say on that. I wish she would have milked the vinyl variants for a little bit longer, like throughout the release week. Like maybe like you drop 4 before your album releases, and then as you go on, if you really wanted that #1 spot, like drop them without. But even if she did that, people will still get mad at her. And that's just at the end of the day, as much as I critique everything I am explaining is just people finding ways to hate Taylor because she's so popular. I saw someone's Spotify Wrap today where their #1 artist was Taylor Swift, and they try to block it out. And at the end of the day, her haters are one of her more loyal friends. They're always talking about her. Anytime someone releases, Taylor is always in that comment section. And yeah, so the AMC movie release, people thought that was just a cheap cash grab. I kind of get where she was coming from. She just wanted people to get behind the scenes and really hear the songs together in a movie setting. She experienced that with the Eras Tour and the Eras Tour movie. And then also, people got mad at her for releasing her album on October 3rd because it was Mean Girls Day. But yeah, that is kind of a little bit of my deep dive into the life of a showgirl. As much as I can critique it, she knows what she's doing. She has the biggest release week ever globally with 4 million units. Her album's been at #1 for 7 weeks. Fate of Ophelia is at #1 for 8 weeks. And she's living a good life. And no matter what I say, she's a businesswoman and she knows what she's doing. I love Taylor Swift. I will also mention that I love Charlie XCX. Her vinyl is literally right there on my wall next to Taylor Swift. And Camila Cabello too. Isn't that just great? But yeah. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've done so. If you have thoughts on this, leave them in the comments below. I want to read them and see what y'all think of this. At the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Let me say that real quick. This is just my opinion. If you have a different opinion than mine, that is so great. Please express it to me in the nicest way possible. If you get mad at my opinion, that just tells me the type of person you are. There's a way to have a discussion with me and just to say out that I'm stupid. In case that happens. This is like a small channel, so who knows if anyone actually cares. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. December 5th, what's my video gonna be? I don't know. This is one of the few videos I don't have planned, so I just gotta come up with something. But, bye guys. I love you.